he did I thought were good.
He did that Dustin Hoffman virus movie as well, whatever the fuck that's called. He did
Outbreak or whatever.
yeah.
No, that's a Michael Crichton one.
Oh, what am I thinking of then?
Yeah. No,
that's Andromeda Strain. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
It is Outbreak, I think. But
Yeah,
anyway, so Wolfgang Petersen's done like some really good genre movies down the years. Das Boot is one of the greatest movies ever made. It's certainly like arguably a top 100, 120 movie.
Yeah.
And yet.
Also did an Everything Story, so even in my youth he was a legend.
Falco. But obviously the way it is shot. Brad Pitt said in an interview he felt like he could never get out of the center of the frame, and that's what he was trying to do, was be more like nuanced and but like what.
This is what guys don't really fuck with Brad Pitt. That just makes Brad Pitt sound like a CUNT. It's like, oh, am I like the main Hollywood actor, the big star, and I've been cast as Achilles in a film about Troy? Why is this all about me? I should just sort of be aside. Fuck you, Brad Pitt. You actually.
But I guess that's when he was entering like his phase where he actually wanted to act.
Right.
And the problem you've got is, it's like I said, tonally, well, visually, what I'm seeing visually, what the story that's being told to me visually is, here is glorious, brave Achilles, close-ups on him every time he enters the scene, dashing with his hair and all of this stuff.
Looks like he's in a L'Oreal commercial. It's
yeah, absolutely. But he isn't the hero. And there's also some very weird shots of like, am I leering at him? Is he eye candy for me? Is this Thelma and Louise?
My favorite cringe shot is that right when they're about to storm the beach, he takes a sword and he points his sword, and then they cut away from him, and then they cut back to him with the same shot in slow motion. And I'm like, what the fuck is that shot? It's just so gratuitous. Why are we cutting back to that? It's so weird.
Immortality! Take it! It's yours!
Yeah, and but like I said, just the weird, like, put it this way, like, obviously it's not anything that would ever get picked up on, because just power dynamics in Hollywood and what have you, but there's a lot of gratuitous shots of Brad Pitt that don't seem to necessarily serve anything else except to say, look how
candy.
He is. Yeah, look.
Ironically, it's just him oiled up with bronzer, like for half the film. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, and what I'm saying there is,
Joe Marsh in order, obviously, Monty.
if this is a movie where it's a romantic movie and it is about like him and Briseis getting it together, and that's the direction they want to take it in, that makes a little bit more sense, right? Because
you can just imagine some a twat from Hollywood in a focus group, like, we need to stop his ass, get his bronze ass in the scene.
This is
right in there, dude. It's even more gratuitous than what's his face? Why couldn't the Crown Thomas affair? The Crown Thomas affair had that ridiculous Pierce Brosnan's wooden ass in the light shot. A young boy, by the way, that young boy who gets naked at the start. He's like 12, and he just opens it up. There's just two fully naked women, tits out on the bed, and Brad Pitt's unbelievable ass. And he's like, Achilles, it's time to fight Achilles. What is this scene, bro?
This is the worst part, because all this had to be was some sort of highly homoerotic two ripped dudes, just Achilles and Patroclus going at it.
It should have been Achilles and Patroclus in bed. And then, by the way, you never need to address it ever again.
Yeah, of course.
Squeamish about
you could just infer it. Yeah, of course.
They're just there in bed naked, just two bros hanging out in the bed naked. We've all been there.
Actually, as we're saying, more time appropriate active. It wasn't an idea with. It'd just be a thing. It's just a thing.
But also the whole Briseis thing, and the fact that they have to make Brad Pitt eye candy and have this romance, probably one assumes for a female audience, ruins the movie. Because let me tell you how stupid the end of this movie is as a result of this. So obviously in the Iliad, Achilles actually just dies before they even sack Troy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He just gets shot from the walls by Paris in another battle.
That is also an area in this film that it gets really confused, because even though we acknowledge that the woman is in love with him and that's also a personal love story, they are literally storming, raping, and pillaging your people. Yep. You wouldn't be like, oh, but you're killing him. He's getting all culture, you lunatic. What are you talking about?
There's so much wrong. So can we start with the fact that we start with the fact that Achilles?
That's like your mother getting ripped over there. You're like, oh, my love just died. Why you done that?
Achilles, take this sword in the ears.
So can we start with the fact that Achilles, who apparently really cares about having Briseis because he loves her and was super angry when Agamemnon took her, when Priam comes to retrieve Hector's corpse, he's like,
is Happy silenced. Right click. Oh, misses the right click.
Looking for surrounding and he gets it on the DK. There's no TP for him anymore.
Got it. That's locked in.
Oh my god. Could build some farm. This is not a fight that Kiwikaki can win here in the upper right. Can he win it somewhere else? Oh,
But this is a moon. Does he have enough damage? Does he miscalculate this? No way. Last serious. Town dead.
right click. Happy. How can you save this DK? You have no resources for a potion. Trying to nuke. Doesn't work. Step out.
Funny composition, not the right one by Johnny Cage.
Stormbolt.
Dodges it.
Perfect shockwave. You don't have much time. Shockwave. Here we go. One more right click. Lin. Guagua. Oh!
Hey, I was muted there for a second. Good day and welcome everybody to another day of Warcraft action and another day in the B Cup 16. Today is the fourth day, right, of our group stage. Yes, correct. The fourth day of the group stage. So this is basically the halfway point for us in this 8-day group stage full of 8 groups. Let's take a look what we got today. Today we're gonna have Group D, which you might fittingly call the Group of Death, because this is probably the strongest group we have in this stage. Laby, WudaoOC, and FoCuS. All three of these are world-class players, really high caliber, gonna be fighting for the 2 spots into the top 16. WudaoOC here with a tough draw. He finds himself in one hell of a difficult group. He's expected to take last place here. Anything else would be a gigantic surprise. He's been around the block for quite a while. He's been playing 2v2s, group stages, smaller tournaments, qualifiers. We've seen WudaoOC plenty of times before, but not really top caliber normally. So in this group, he is going to have a rough one indeed. And I think we can start with the first map right away, because the first map is coming up. It is the underdog, WudaoOC, here going up against Laby, the Korean undead. On map number 1, Hammerfall. If there's a matchup, though, where an underdog win could occur against Laby, I feel like this is a pretty good bet. Laby is normally always the best when playing with expansion. And best matchups for expansion for Undead is against Human, of course, and also against Night Elf. In Undead Mirror and against Orc, expos are pretty damn hard. But Laby has at times found ways to pull those off as well. WudaoOC here not going with the Blade Master, which seems to be the norm these days, but rather a Farseer here to start things off. Farseer, of course, very good for the early game harass. Will be falling off a bit more as the game continues. Oh, last hit. We'll go to the Farseer here. Ooh. And what do we have here? Also, where is the overlay? Oh. Our tool crashed again. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna try to restart. Anyways, what we have here for Laby is he's playing 1 base. So, no expansion here, despite the fact that this is a pretty good expo map. DK creeping this clean, gets the full experience, while the Orc is again rushing to Wyvern. This seems to be the go-to for Orcs these days. Whether you're playing Blade or Farseer, a Wyvern rush seems to be what almost everyone is doing. Kind of wild to think that just a few years ago... Oh my god, the overlay crashed again, man. What the hell? Just 2 years ago, it was all about headhunters, but nowadays, headhunters are not a thing at all anymore. Only against Human. Okay, the overlay is being a little bit cheeky at the moment. Alright, now we got it. Okay. Yeah, with KK, there's unfortunately some bugs that occur with our overlay where it crashes sometimes, but normally we are able to restart it, so it should be alright. DK trying to creep up, get that level 3 if he can.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we see the TC on the way. When the Mass Wyvern style first got popularized, it was Farseer Shadowhunter into Wyvern. Then it changed to Blade Shadow and Wyvern. That seems to be the most successful style from the top orcs out there. But Farseer TC is an old combo. TC Stomp can be really good against Fiends in the late game. However, against Gargs and Destroyers, he doesn't do that much. Oh, WudaoOC trying to expand here. Needs a bit more lumber. As Laby got level 3 finally. He is going Gargs. Going for the Lich. I like the Ziggurat back here. Can be upgraded into a tower. It's a really early expo. Before even any units are out. That's kind of wild. Before even any units are out, you see the expo coming up. But a good scout by Laby sees the attempt. And has to go for the cancel. Most certainly. Ghouls are moving out right away. Waiting for the Lich to join. And join now he will. It should be a pretty easy cancel. And WudaoOC has almost no units here for the longest time. One Wyvern only. Into Raiders is what we see here. DK, by the way, looking pretty strong with these items. Close to level 4 already. Here comes Lich. Now we got the Nova. With the coil, it's going to be some easy Raider kills, but good stomp on those ghouls. If WudaoOC can hold the expo here, actually, this might still be really good for him. Laby now going to commit to the cancel. Going to lose a lot of units in the process, but does get the cancel in the end. Let's use the coil if he wants to take out the Wyvern, but doesn't do it. And with all these Raiders, with all the Ensnares, honestly, WudaoOC can perhaps look for more here. There's also no TP on the undead side. Scroll the Beast should have been used there a moment ago when he was going for the expo cancel. That could have made things easier for him, but alright, it is what it is. Little 4 points around right here. Level 3 for the Farseer. Level 4 for the DK though. Replenish Potion, more mana for the Farseer. Death Knight is getting surrounded. Oh, almost stuck. Stomp misses. May have to go for a TP here to be safe, but then again, it's not many Raiders left all of a sudden. Oh, but the Nova finds the Farseer. He didn't see that coming. Neither did I. All of a sudden, big kill on the first hero. Gonna be one more statue going down, and it's a lot of losses on both sides. Laby down to only 25 supply, but of course he's keeping production up. I wonder if he's gonna go for a third hero. Gonna need the orb. Hello? Dreadlord. Oh, little Laby special. We've seen many epic Dreadlord games by Laby before, especially with Dreadlord first. But here, Dreadlord third is very good against the Raider hit and run. Raiders cannot just run away if they're getting surrounded. Frenzy Ghouls also tend to do very well against the Raiders, and without an expansion, this is not a winnable strategy for WudaoOC. Excuse me. Stuck on tier 2 with one hero dead, Raiders which are not good fighters. Facing now the undead tier 3. Oh, nice little surround there. Not sure if that was intentional, but it does work out. Oh, and even got the Raider. Very good move by Laby here. And now he is miles and miles ahead. Can finally pick up the Orb of Corruption, maybe? Alright, now he's surely gonna do it at some point. There we go. Not many options left for WudaoOC here, to be honest. He has to do something cheeky. He has to be bold here. He has to take some risks. I think I would like to see him go for a Zeppelin and try to drop in the back, take out the Haunted, get far ahead in gold, maybe get Pillage. But whatever he's gonna do, he's not gonna be in the best spot to win this game. Looks like Laby has nicely managed to get to the tier 3, to get to the late game, and not allow the Orc to get a big advantage before. That Lich also looking pretty insane. Plus 23 damage, hallelujah, with level 3 right around the corner. We do have a bunch of bad riders now. Good against Gargs. And there is a Zeppelin. But only 2 Raiders inside. Oh, trying to get the kill. Oh! Not quite. Towers being researched here. Very effective against the light armor of the bats. A lot of towers. Oh! Gets a destroyer. Little mistake there by Laby. Not using the coil in time. It's also supposed to buy time, of course, for the expo, which is slowly being built here, but it's still far away. Thank you, Rocket Penguin, with the resub. Oh, Zeppelin. Also light armor, so takes lots of damage from towers as well. And now we got a lot of towers here, protecting the home base. Laby gonna move out. I don't know if he scouted this, but he's certainly anticipating an expo. And he's right in his assumption. 29 supply only for WudaoOC. Rough start for him into the day.
Less than 3, less than 3, less than 3.
Yo, co-pilot with the resub. Thank you. Also, big thanks again for Chopper XX, who at the start of the stream came in with 5 gifted subs and a sub of his own. Super cool. Thank you again, Chopper, if you're still here. This first map clearly goes to Laby. This was not really a close affair. Laby knew what he had to look for. WudaoOC here trying to get away with a sneaky, greedy expo, and I don't mind that. WudaoOC probably has to go for some risky plays and gamble a little bit to win this game. I think that's not a wrong assessment by him at all. Of course, it didn't work out in this case, but if Laby's scouting is a bit worse, if his timings are a bit worse, maybe all of a sudden the expo is up. Maybe all of a sudden the Orc has 60 supply with a heal scroll and can brute force his way through the undead army. That could have been an alternate outcome there. But here, Laby looks too solid on the first map. For map 2, we're going to have a little Gamba once again for you fine folks. And I think we can jump into that pretty soon. Is it ready? Oh, Yeah, it is. All right, excellent. Map 2 coming right up. Echo Isles will be map number 2. Now, as mentioned before, Laby loves expansion play. Against Orc, admittedly, hard to pull off, but this is one of the best expansion maps ever. So easy to creep, so easy to set up, far away from the opponent's main base. This is where, in many matchups, many players love to play Fast Expo. The big downside of it is, playing Fast Expansion of course slows down your tech immensely, and the weird thing for it is that on Tier 1, you have 0 anti-air. No web, no gargs, nothing like that, just towers, if you have to rely on something. Mercenaries can help out. Shadow Priest Berserker can help in a pinch as anti-air, but those are very difficult to keep alive either against Hex or Ensnare. We got the Farseer first here once again. Alright, it takes, I think, 1 minute 30 until I can turn the, most parts of the overlay off. What's the timing again? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Another weird little bug on KK. You have to wait a little bit until you can disable parts of the overlay. DK against Farseer. Same encounter here once more. Acolyte scouting. And we got an Acolyte number 7. Okay. This does indeed look like an expansion this time. Got a little corpse here already. Courtesy of the first Acolyte. And number 2 is trying to go for a Shadow Priest. Always a bit scary. If you get bashed here, you might lose the Shadow Priest, which would be terrible. I haven't seen that in forever. That Shadow Priest getting first hit bashed, so no bad luck here. Great thing about the Shadow Priest is also you can dispel one wolf, and that will give level 2 for the DK right away if he got the rest of the camp. Really smart Shadow Priest pickup, actually. I like that. Deucepool. Come on, bro. Deucepool. There we go.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wolf in the main. Did not find a kill. And this is an easy expansion to set up for Laby before there's any real units for the Orc, of course. Got a Warmill away in the back over here, kind of interesting. And then bestiaries are again expected. Laby here probably used a little bit too much mana for healing. Want to keep some mana for the dispel. I think he's doing that now, though. All in all, solid play by Laby. Can play his favorite stat, the Fast Expo. That should be much to his liking. And yeah, one hero alone really isn't that effective at pressuring in the early game. We got one more Dispel and a Coil, and that is the Expo coming up safely. Ooh, Surround here would be perfect against the Farseer. Nice block, great block. And that is the kill. Ooh, damn. That was a sick block by Laby, very nice. WudaoOC not with the perfect counter movement there. And now TC is stuck behind the Farseer. Oh man, this is gonna be possibly a very rough day for WudaoOC. Not what you want to have happen at all. expansion is going to be mining soon. And the DK from this camp, already level 3. Man, that is so good for him. Fossey here struggling with the creeps all by himself. No second hero yet. Is he gonna go for a tavern hero? He will need more than just the Fossier surely this game. Oh my god, dude. Look at this. Sad state of affairs. It's taking forever to creep the Ogre Magi here. Alright, getting claws here, I guess that's nice. And here comes the... Oh, he's going for Expo before second hero. Damn. It's gonna be a really late second hero while we have the Undead on the way to tier 2. Couple of ziggurats here at the Expo. Gonna go for some towers. Again, that is the only anti-air Undead has in the early game. And we got a Panda second for WudaoOC. Okay, that's something special. Good against ghouls, good against gargs. Not that amazing against fiends, I would say. A little bit of pressure here against the Necro, but it's only 2 Wyvern. The damage really isn't that high yet. Raider joining. Sentry Ward could have seen that. Well, maybe he can cancel the Necro here, in fact. Or perhaps not. It's about to finish. We're going for Fiends. And since there's no Shadow Hunter, these Fiends are actually going to be a great counter. Normally when you play Fiends, early on tier 2, Hex is a very strong weapon against them. But of course here, there is no Hex. Trying for a surround, kind of, against the DK, but didn't quite get it. Now we got tier 2 finishing up. Of course, we got the double crypt a while ago. Web is coming right away. DK getting awfully close to that level up. Web is not quite done yet. But the damage here just seems so low, man. Taking forever to try to kill a fiend. Catches the DK here. That's almost a surround. But he's got the big heal potion. That's going to keep him safe. Level 4. Is he going to go Death Pact here? No, it is Aura. I feel like I haven't seen Death Pact in forever. For good reason. Level 2 Aura is really good. And if you position your DK properly, normally you don't need Death Pact. Shop was destroyed, so no potions, no rod for the Undead for the time being. But tier 3 is coming. For the Orc, we got tier 2 only. Oh, Lumber is low. Lumber is very low. I guess tier 3 isn't really a possibility. Call Nova more kills. Double claws again. Great for this Lich. This is again looking like a pretty easy map for Laby. I mean, fast expansion without interruption. Hero kill early. Level 3 early. Solid defense after. WudaoOC is struggling to find his footing in this game. So far, he hasn't really found it. Alright, Laby pushing early. He's not even tier 3 yet. That does not seem to bother him. Wait, does he have backpack? No. Oh, excuse me. Alright, looks like the Expo is getting torn down here. WudaoOC is hoping that with his mass raiders, he can do a lot of structural damage. He does have pillage. Under tier 3 is not done yet. And here you see the reason, by the way, why against Orc, the shop should never be in front. Never against Orc. It's a rather basic base build mistake by Laby, but would probably not hurt him too bad. As he is tier 3, as he has the expansion, he's got strong heroes as well. He's actually going to lose the Black Citadel here. Ooh, that's pretty annoying. That means no Orb of Corruption for a long time, but then again, the game doesn't last longer or even a bit. Laby takes map 2 as well. WudaoOC a little bit outclassed. His play also looked a little... I don't think... What do I think? I don't think it was frustrated necessarily. It just looked a bit clueless. Tried to go for his own strat, tried to make it work, but it absolutely just misfired. So Laby takes this series with a clear 2-0. That was the expected result, more or less. And with that, Laby is going to be in the upper bracket final, fighting for first place. WudaoOC going to drop down to the lower bracket. As mentioned, him getting more than a map today would be a big surprise, to be honest. So far, no maps for him. First match of the day was indeed pretty one-sided, but the next game is going to be very exciting. 1-0 versus FoCuS. Two of the biggest legends of the scene, two of the best players in the world. ELO rank 5 against ELO rank 10, now going head-to-head. The encounters recently have been very close, so we're hoping for a close affair here as well. As you may know, in the B Cup, they like to take some longer breaks, so we're going to go into a break here as well. And after, we come back with 1-0 versus FoCuS. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for the second match of the day. 1-0 versus FoCuS. And that is going to be an interesting game. Both these guys, very strong players, of course. We've seen 1-0 especially get very far in the B Cup before. He has made the grand finals multiple times. And will be expected, certainly, to make it out of this group stage again. Him and FoCuS and Laby, though, they're going to have a hot contest. 1-0 not with an easy group. I mentioned it, the group of death, before, and I think that is pretty accurate. With the exception of WudaoOC, we saw earlier he might not be quite of the necessary level to compete in this group, but between the other three, it's going to be very, very close. I just saw, by the way, that the first map... There's a fly in my room. The first map is already over. How is that even possible? There was only like 3 minutes. What the hell happened? If we were in War 3 Champions, I could check out the replay, but here I'm afraid I cannot. I'm sorry about that, but we apparently missed the first map. And 1-0 won it, apparently. That is very strange. FoCuS must have lost the Blade Master or something early. Kind of weird. Okay. Well, we're waiting for map number 2. It's going to be a minute here before we start with the second map. We can take a look at what we still have to come over the next few days. After today, we're going to be done with half of the groups here in this group stage of B Cup 16. There's going to be 4 more to play through in the coming days. Group B with Lawlight, Colorful, Lucy, and Foggy. Lots of Night Elves in this group. This is going to be on the 15th, so not tomorrow. What's tomorrow? The Happy group is tomorrow. Happy, Cash, Sini, and Ice Orc in Group E, where Happy, of course, is the huge favorite. Happy has been sensationally successful in the B Cup. He made every... Wait, is that true? Yeah, it's true, right? He made every single grand final so far. He lost also a couple of grand finals against 1-2-0. 2 of them, in addition, 12 and 14, I think it was. But yeah, Happy, of course. It would be a shock to all of us if he doesn't make it out of the group stage. And it would be a shock if Happy doesn't at least make it top 3. That's the level of play that Happy is operating on and has been for a long time. Still the highest rated player in the world. Last year, in October, I think it was the time when he was overtaken by Fortitude for a short while and by Lin for a short while. But now Happy is back to being number 1. Group F is also going to be pretty interesting. This is a group with heavy European representation. We're going to have Sheik, Starbuck, and Sonic in this group. 3 Eastern European sort of players. Starbuck isn't Eastern European, right? Yeah, Slovenia. Not really Eastern European, but you know what I mean. Elegant also, a player not to sleep on. Elegant has had some good performances and showings also in the B Cup before. Also in other tournaments, in qualifiers, DWCC, for example. Group G, going to be interesting as well. Blade, Pink, Dice, and eer0. I feel like this game is pretty evenly balanced. Blade, probably the strongest player in this group. Blade has been surprisingly successful as well in the B Cup. He made the top 6 or top 4. No, didn't make top 4. I think he made the top 6 a couple of times. So Blade, in the absence of Fortitude, one of the stronger players, human players in the B Cup. Yeah, Fortitude never participates in the B Cup, unfortunately. He absolutely has the skill to make it far, as we know, in this tournament, but decides not to participate. Oftentimes, Fortitude will play in his Don't Force Me Cups instead during the B Cup phase. Maybe that's why. Maybe he feels like his time is better spent doing those competitions. All right, looks like our second map is almost ready to go. Just gotta wait 1 more minute and then we're good. Waiting the upper bracket final, of course, is Mr. Labyrinth. He has had the pleasure of facing FoCuS and 1-0 many times before. Also in the WSB tournament, the Korean tournament. We've seen them quite a few times. When is the next WSB, by the way? Do we have a date for that already? I don't think so. We'll have to wait, certainly, until after the B Cup. The B Cup does run a decently long time, of course. Through the groups and the playoffs, we're going to have a lot of games to determine our champion for B Cup 16. Question is, can finally somebody else, aside from the 2 top undeads, make it there? My best bet is Life. I think Life has been looking fantastic. We saw Life also yesterday in the group stage, where, again, he looked really good. But we'll have to wait around a week to see him again in the playoffs. Let's now jump into map number 2. Yeah, weirdly the score here is 1-0 already. The way it works on KK is I have to join the casters, like through the watch function basically, to watch the games. But the game was already over after like 3 minutes. So map 1 was insanely quick and 1-0 took it. Sorry that I missed that. I was a little bit too late with the reaction. So we're gonna have to contend with the remaining maps. Is it going to be a 2-mapper or a 3-mapper? We're going to find out. It's a Blade Master first for FoCuS. Just a moment ago, we saw Laby's 2-base play against Orc. As mentioned, playing expansion is very difficult, but Laby has found a way to make it work. But normally the other top undeads don't really ever play Expo against Orc. Happy and 1-0. Usually don't try to go that route. Blade Master once again with a fast tech into Wyvern. It's a bit sad, honestly, at the moment that in the meta, Orcs are all the time and only ever relying on Wyvern. It's been a long time since we saw Headhunters in this matchup, which is a bit of a shame. The Headhunter playstyle normally a lot more interactive and interesting compared to the Wyvern. But that's the way it is at the moment. 1-0 creeping very, very safe camps. Blade Master going for a circlet and the tome down here. Okay. Hoping for Agi Tome or Tome of Knowledge. Tome of Strength it was in this case. Scouting here with the Acolyte as well. Sees the late masses creeping. DK can't really make it over here in time to see the last hit, but he gets level 2. And that's the main thing he wanted, I guess. Oh, Acolyte. Not gonna have the opening. But the Blade is getting some decent bits of experience, right? Got 2 items, he got a tome, he got a bit of experience. Pretty passive start by FoCuS, but he is making progress on his carry hero. As tier 2 is nearing. 1-0 doesn't always play the same as Happy with going Gargs against Wyvern. Sometimes we also see him go rather for Fiends. Wait, who got that last one? I think 1-0 got it, right? Yeah, he did. He's a good bit above level 2 now. Got the Ring of Protection. Not the best items really for 1-0. Of course, he would love to get Claws. But the experience still he will take. Also, to be honest, the ring can be very nice if he's going to play something like Alchemist. FoCuS though with very quick tier 3. As quick as it gets, basically. He's sacrificing his early game army, of course, for this. Asset for the undead, but item for the blade. Only a Cloak of Shadows, though. DK would love to get a quick level 3 here before the Shadowhunter and the Wyvern show up, but they're about to be here. If FoCuS can prevent level 3 DK, then this might still be a good early game for him. Oh, 1-0 going double crypt. Oh, really? That might mean he's going to go Mass Fiends, tier 2 only. Oh, what's the ghoul doing here? Ooh, lucky to get away. DK trying to get full experience here to get to level 3, but he needs just a little bit more. And there we got the Fiends. I've said this many times before, and all the undeads are not listening, but I think if you play Fiends against Wyvern, you really want to get one Wand of Negation. That Dispel can be so valuable way before you ever have Destroyers.
A player's forces are under attack.
But then again, resources are a little low on the undead side right now. The thought here is, I think, 1-0 wants to have a counter to Wyvern quickly. This does delay the tier 3, but the thing is, if you have a lot of Fiends against Wyvern, you don't actually need the Orb of Corruption for more damage. The Fiends do enough against Wyvern as it is, at least early into the game.
A town is a player's forces are under attack.
Almost no damage items here for 1-0. Is a bit unlucky. Oh, wait. Is he gonna go all in here? Looks like he might. I've only had bought a Wand of Negation. I bet you right now, when FoCuS gets home, he's gonna use Speed Scroll, Hex on one Fiend to kill that Fiend right away with a Speed Scroll. And if there was Wand of Negation, that Fiend could be saved.
Town is under siege.
Alright, pushing to the base. Peon's getting there quickly with the repair. That's good. But perhaps not quickly enough. There's no War Mill. There's no reinforced defenses. That burrow goes down quick, and that's a supply block against the Orc. 1-0 is also going for burrow and delaying the tech a long time. No slaughterhouse even. He's just going Fiend all in. Which makes me think all the more that he should have a Wand of Negation. Okay, there's the first Hex. Oh, caught the Wyvern with the web. That means FoCuS has to engage. And there, double Hex. Imagine how good Wand of Negation would be now. Crystal ball for the reveal. One fiend goes down. We do have envenomed spears as well. You could have had a double dispel against the double hex, dude. With a 1 of negation. Oh! Why is nobody buying it? It's driving me crazy. And now all the fiends are dead. Fiends can, of course, be rebuilt pretty quickly, but now being stuck on tier 2 only is really annoying.
A player's forces are under attack.
Because you need Dispel. Will you please buy a Wand of Negation, bro? Okay, next round, though. More ghouls. More fiends. Ghouls being cycled out. It also seems like there should be a slaughterhouse here, shouldn't there? I haven't quite seen this build by an undead before, and to be completely honest, I'm not 100% sold on it. Oh, level 3 Shadowhunter here, very good. Solo creeping. Wondazur's army looks tiny. Absolutely tiny. So many Wyvern ready to go up against the Fiends. The ghouls disappear very quickly. I think FoCuS has this, doesn't he? Where's the Hex gonna be? So much damage on the undead units. How is there no statue here either? Ooh, trying to go for the Blade Master kill. That's the one way Wondazur can win this map, maybe. I don't think it's gonna happen. Crystal ball here for the reveal again and again. A ton of kills. Just trying to run away. Windwalk, just kill him. With the Windwalk should have easily enough. Perhaps a second. Yep. More and more kills. Boom. Goes the dynamite. That fiend's gonna be dead as well. And that's game. GG is called. FoCuS with the very straightforward game. Another Mass Wyvern game. Not the most exciting stuff right now, but hey. If it works, it works. And so FoCuS is able to tie it up. Map number 3 will be coming up next then. If it had a Wand of Negation, he might have been able to win right there. But yeah, Hex is pretty damn good when there's only few fiends available for the undead. Oops. Okay. They're getting ready for the next map. Laby, of course, watching with interest. Who is going to be his next opponent is the question. Over on BBC stream, they are once again advertising some beef jerky. Yum yum. 124 calories per 100 grams, I guess that is. A lot of protein. That looks good. Yeah, for the B Cup, the sponsor they have is a supermarket sponsor, so that's why they're always advertising, like, you know, beef jerky and mangoes and juice. And then the second map should be coming up soon. Oh wow, what is this picture of FoCuS, by the way? This looks so photoshopped. Or is it just when he was a lot younger? This does not look like the normal FoCuS to me. Okay. FoCuS not that young chap anymore, like many of us. I assume most of us are in our 30s, maybe in our 40s already. FoCuS himself, a 2-time father already. He's been married for a couple of years. Still faithful, though, to the game. Still loves our game. Same as us. All right, map 3 will be springtime. And on springtime, is there a reason to expect anything else? Might there be an expansion? Might there be something else than Wyvern? I don't really think so. I feel like orcs are feeling really confident and comfortable with this build right now. The problem when you play Headhunters is, if the DK gets level 3 fast, if you get surrounded by ghouls in the early game, it's really easy to lose a couple of Headhunters and fall behind right away. The great thing about the Wyvern Rush is, you can't lose anything early. There's no units to lose. And on tier 2, when you get the Wyvern out, there's not much anti-air. Can't really lose them then either. You got a very strong tier 2 hero addition, the Shadowhunter, who comes out very quickly with that tech. And then you're going to build up to the 50 supply army. It seems like a very foolproof build in many ways. And if you can get the levels, get some items, and get the Inventive Spears and all that, all of a sudden you're going to have a lot of damage in the late game, which can be quite hard for Undead to deal with. The answers to Wyvern also seem to diverge. Happy, for example, always plays Alchemist and Gargs against the Mass Air, whereas from 1 to 0 we see a lot more Fiends. We saw it just a moment ago there on map number 2. Playing it without statues, without tier 3, and without Wand of Negation seems a bit foolish, to be honest. But maybe their 1 to 0 is also still experimenting. I think Fiends absolutely can be the proper counter, especially because Fiends normally do better against a Blade Master. The downside of playing Gargs and Alchemist is it doesn't do well against Blade, but Fiends do really well with Banshees. Fiends do the damage, statues do the healing, Banshees do the curse. So there's lots of synergy in that army. And that army does quite well against a Blade Master, unlike Gargoyles and Alchemist. All right, our map should be ready here in just a moment. I'm waiting for the time to be ready, and I think now it is. Okay. Somebody found the same FoCuS picture on Liquipedia. Wait, was that the most recent Stars War? Was that the Stars War in December? Really? Really? Dude, I feel like he looks so different here. Good catch. FoCuS. Will he win here? Go to the upper bracket final, or is it going to be 1-2-0 to lead us into the Undead Mirror? Laby waiting in the upper bracket. WudaoOC waiting in the lower bracket. Thank you, Der Weffig, with the resub. Much appreciated. Remo, what do you think about expansion into double crypt fiends into the Wyvern style? I think expansion is largely bad against Orc, because you lose all map control mainly. Orc can easily counter-expand, normally, and you fall far behind on heroes. In this matchup, I think in the end it comes all down to hero levels, where the fast expansion will do you no favors. That being said, we've seen Laby able to make it work. Not against the top orcs in the world, but on a slightly lower level, he was able to. One thing that I'm sure about is that if you play Fiends against Wyvern, you should always buy one of negation in the mid-game. It has so much value. Not only can you save a Fiend with it, which already pays for itself, but with the Fiend that you save, you also have more damage to kill more from the Orc. You prevent the Orc getting experience, and so on and so on. I think Undeads are way too greedy right now with their gold on tier 2 when they play Fiends. Speaking of Fiends, my. This is an old school Tet Fiend build. No ghoul opening, but Tet Fiends into quick Fiends. But FoCuS adjusting, he is going for barracks this time. He's not going to go Wyvern, he's going to go later Headhunters. So knowing that he's going to be facing a lot of Fiends early on, doesn't want to go into Wyvern, that does make sense. Next level play now for 1-0 would be to not make more than one Fiend, but rather go back into Ghouls. Because Ghouls normally do better against Berserkers in the late game. I like the adjustment by FoCuS here though. Oh, the Windwalk just wear off. Didn't get the last hit. The big downside of the DK Tet Fiend opening is the early game creeping. You don't have ghouls to creep with, it's just the DK and skellies and at some point 1 or 2 fiends for a long time. Compare this to the last map where the DK kept on creeping camp after camp with ghouls and skellies, lots of them, getting lots of items, moving from camp to camp, getting a fast level 2 and a pretty fast level 3. Way different game now. DK now stuck on level 1 for a long time. This is the perfect setup, I think, for the Blade Master. Because here, he can delay. He can keep the undead busy. He can keep the DK from leveling. If there's a Ghoul build, Blade can't really do it. But if there's a Tet Fiend build, this is exactly what the Blade likes to see. Fast tier 3, though, regardless. Shadowhunter's going to have to be creeping very small camps because he's going to have almost no Headhunters to help him out. DK items are all right here. Isn't that bestiary too early, by the way? Doesn't he need, like, Headhunters right now? Mostly? We saw this build by Lin also. It was fast tech into then double racks. To get lots of Headhunters early, get that creep speed rolling. Don't think I'm a big fan of this fast tier 3 and bestiary, to be completely honest. But we'll see how it works. Shadowhunter is now out. With the Blade Master, you can still creep pretty effectively. And the Shadowhunter's Hex will always be able to keep you safe against a possible creep drag, plus the speed scroll. Is Tet Fiends the Pally Rifle of Undead? Not really. Tet Fiends get strong on tier 3 with 50 supply, but not to the same level of Pally Rifles. Pally Rifles is on a different level. Pally Rifles is pretty crazy. Especially against Orc.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, the Fast Fiend build is closer to the Pally Rifle build, but again, in power, it's very, very different. The strength of Undead is that in the late game you can rely on statues, destroyers, orb, and triple hero. That's the big strength. It's not fiends, really. It's all the tier 3 pieces coming together. Whereas Pally Rifles is... like, its main strength is tier 2. Sure, you can go tier 3. Sure, you can go, like, I don't know, Sorks and Griffins or whatever. But the main strength is Pally Rifle tier 2 dual hero. So, Pally Rifle peaks very early, but it doesn't have the same ultra late game, I would say, as Undead can have. Anyways, there's going to be triple hero available this game on both sides. So far, 1-0 has the level advantage. Got the DK level 3 here, which is pretty nice. Orc hero levels do scale very, very well if they do reach high level in the end. So far, FoCuS is not really close to that. Not many units. No kills yet this game. FoCuS. Oh, careful. What's he doing? Heal wave against the Nova. TC comes in with a stomp. Speed scroll is there. Headhunter is moving away too late. That is a little sloppy by FoCuS. Why move it back so late? That could have been saved so easily. In comes the Kodo. Devour. Also too late. Oh, block with the Lich. Oh, save the Fiend with a block. Well done. FoCuS forces the TP out and gets the item here, which is very valuable. But that was honestly not super well done. He could have saved the one Headhunter with better micro. He could have gotten the Devour with better micro. A little bit on the slower side here by FoCuS. What was the item? Ah, yeah. Sort of accuracy is okay. It's not the best. One of mana ceiling was found before, by the way. That's quite the nice item indeed. And now experience and levels. It's a lot about levels here for FoCuS. Oh my god. I just noticed though. Look at the Blade Master. He's got 0 damage items. This is where the Blade Master can be a bit of a liability. He can be insanely strong in the late game, but he does need some items. Lich has a pair of claws already. That's good. Lich doesn't need much more though, because the Lich has the orb. DK with the Cloak of Shadows. Can be good in theory if you're allowed to stand in the middle of a big cluster, but that seems unlikely. TC with the cloak, I would say. That is quite nice. TC has a tendency of wanting to be in the center of attention. Would also want a Ring of Protection, though. Really bad items here for FoCuS. No claws and no Rings of Protection. He only got Periapt and Gauntlets. This is horrible items so far for FoCuS. There's a couple of chances still. There's one item here, one item here. And I guess there's still the big item here. This one's going to be an important one. FoCuS lacking the level 3s still, by the way. Got level 2 on the TC now, though. That's a good upgrade. And the Blade, finally, with a pair of claws. That took forever. Level 3, much needed for the Shadow. That level 2 heal wave helps a lot. Oh, Slippers on the Blade. All of a sudden, it's a way different story. From these two small camps, the Blade got +8 damage. That's big. And the Shadow is almost on level 3. We're seeing the late game tech transition as well. Walkers, late game, very good against Banshees.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we do get Banshees from the Banshee house. Oh, this camp is still here. Wonder is going to get it. Possibly another pair of claws. Cloak of Flames is actually on the Blade Master, who now has good items. Really good items. TC would love to have an invuln to break the silence. Ring of Protection, I think, was found from this camp. Destroyers now are wanted against the Spirit Link. But Ensnare and Berserkers can take care of Destroyers quickly as well, so that's something you have to be mindful of. 1-0 has a bit of a goal lead here, though. Spirit Walker can also be great against Skellies, but normally Skellies keep being raised and there's only a very limited amount of disenchant. FoCuS trying to be cost efficient here at 50 supply. 1-0 has pushed into upkeep already, trying to fight for the last camps on the map. This experience and these items are very valuable. Oh, first hit purge. There we go. Catches a fiend in the back. FoCuS notices he forgot about the dust. Something you certainly need. One kill. But 1-0 is going to get the item here. That might be just as valuable. Instant on the fiend though. Might be the next kill. Item on the ground. Don't want to give that up. It was the Talisman of Evasion. Disenchant against the curse. TC taking a lot of damage. Spirit Link to protect him. Hasn't been dispelled. Good stomp. Sick stomp in the back. 1-0 not with a good split here. Eats that stomp. Another one's ready soon. Here comes the one of mana stealing and the stomp is in again. Lots of damage on the Lich. Has to go for the invuln here to keep himself safe. Good fight so far for FoCuS, but he's running out of mana pretty quickly. TC, no stomp left. Wants to force the undead away and does manage to do that successfully. Getting a Kodo as well on the way out. This was a good trade for FoCuS. Gonna get the rest of the experience here. Can get level 3 TC, I think, from this camp. And Blade is quite close to level 4 as well. I think if 1-0 micros that fight better, if he wins that fight, FoCuS might be in trouble. Because 1-0 would have also gotten this camp after. This camp is still available, by the way. And that's TC3. Big level up for the level 2 stomp. Healing up with a replenish. FoCuS, I think, not playing his advantage well enough, maybe? He's not going for the orange camp. Am I wrong? Is this item gone already? Perhaps they crept it earlier? Oh, crystal ball. I'm sure he's going to scan here. Oh, no, never mind. He knows already. Is there a tiny? Oh, yes, there is. Is there room for this town hall, though? Wait. Okay, there is. Ooh, the tower almost blocked it. But there is room. Lots of skellies here. This is where the Walker Dispel would be huge. FoCuS only 50 supply. Kind of greedy with that tiny, but he trusts in the towers and a strong defensive position. Strong heroes now on FoCuS. 1-0. Time is ticking for him, but he's got a big army. Very big army. 64 supply. Quite far ahead of the Orc. FoCuS now producing. In we... don't go. Skellies are all about to expire here. But new ones can always be raised, of course. Ooh. It hangs in the balance right now, this game. The tension is palpable. FoCuS would love to delay as long as he can. Oh, great stomp! TC, wonderful there with the stomp, but Death Knight runs right into it. 1-0's micro, I think, here also hasn't been perfect. Another good stomp. Man, this TC's really delivering. TC against Fiends, so strong. But Berserker's starting to fall. More Skellies beginning to be raised. Mana Potion, waiting for the next stomp. Trying to land it on all the Fiends. Boom! Look at that epicenter. Holy hell. But FoCuS losing a lot as well. Look at all these Skellies being raised. A little bit of disenchant is there, but not that much, really. Kodo Beast should try to get away. The dust is here. There's 2 more Fiends going down. Level 4 for the Shadow Hunter. Good heal wave here, trying to keep the Kodo alive. Heroes, FoCuS. The heroes are AFK. Shadow Hunter in trouble now. Shadow Hunter might be dead if he can't save himself. Hex the DK, prevented the coil. Super close call. Shadow Hunter, very low mana, very low HP. Has to heal wave himself. The towers are big, though. The towers are such a great help, especially against destroyers. Lich! Almost going down. Coil and Frost Armor once more to save him. Level 4 from killing another Raider. Very strong undead heroes now. Very strong. The Skellies here are also extremely dangerous. FoCuS not yet in the clear. Has to back off. Has to heal up. Needs to get back to the shop. Get those clarities. Get those heal salves. And do so quick. Supply-wise, we're still pretty even. Peons could be turned into skellies super fast here. FoCuS needs to work quick here. Hurry up. There's a lot of peons going down. Look at all those skellies. Those can be eaten for more mana. All of a sudden, all the peons are dead. FoCuS swinging around from the other side. He's got some mana potions, by the way. 1-0, though. His army's looking really strong. It's looking really strong. That was a weak crit, by the way. What the hell was that? TC needs to land some big stomps. Trying to go for the Lich. Trying to find the crits. But I think 1-0's got it. 1-0 has a lot of healing here. A lot of kills going his way. Stomp comes through. And 1-0 still with a lot of skellies. Disenchant was good against those skeletons. But the statues are keeping the undead army healthy at all times. Oh, the walkers. Wait. Oh, Skelly came from that. That's kind of weird. 10 supply lead on 1-0. Pressing his advantage here. Looking for the W. What's FoCuS waiting for? He doesn't have much mana left. There's way more in 1-0. Blade Master in the back, looking for kills. This is normally what you want to do. Take out the statues first with the Blade Master and then fight against an undead without statues. But while he's doing that, he's losing so much in the meantime. And every kill is another Skelly that's being raised. And I think we know now where this is going. Blade Master not strong enough to put up a proper fight, it seems. Disenchant being used, but has to kill the DK. FoCuS has to kill the DK here to have a chance, but he can't. He's healing up from the aura, healing up from the statue, protected by the frost armor. And FoCuS has to back off. And that'll do it. GG is called. 1-0 takes the game. And takes the series with 2-1. And to be honest, this game, we saw why orcs play so much Wyvern, right? Because if you play Headhunters, the Dark Ranger is so strong. The Dark Ranger Black Arrow, once she is level 3, is just so dangerous. Absolutely deadly. 1-0 is victorious, so it's our 2 undeads winning the first 2 games of the day. Laby and 1-0 will be meeting in the upper bracket, and FoCuS is dropping to the lower bracket. Alrighty. 3 more matches still to go. Upper bracket final is coming up next, and then after we're going to go into the lower bracket final. We're going to go into a break here once again, and then come back with our Undead Mirror upper bracket final. 1-0 versus 1-0. 1-0 versus Laby coming up after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got the next game ready right here. Our upper bracket final in the B Cup 16 Group D. The group of death, where we have 3 really strong players competing. Laby, FoCuS, and 120. Laby and 120 find themselves here in the upper bracket final. We just saw 120 versus FoCuS, which was a pretty close affair. 120 is the highest ranked out of the 3 players. He is going into this as the favorite, but as we just saw, FoCuS did put up a pretty good fight, but not quite able to take it home in the end. Historically speaking, 120 has quite the favored win rate against Laby, a 64% win rate, but interestingly, the last 2 matches between the two have gone to Labyrinth, including last season in the B Cup 15. These 2 players met in the playoffs in the lower bracket. And there it was very surprising to see 120 being knocked out that early. Laby, in Undead Mirror, has had lots of difficulty, especially against Happy. He has 0 wins against Happy so far, believe it or not. Against 120, though, he tends to do a little better. Oh, Lich almost getting surrounded here right away. Bunch of skellies being raised by 120. Harassing early with the Death Knight. DK can be annoying here and can apply some pressure as long as he has skellies, but he won't have those for too long. Ooh, the Nova. Secures the last hit. Well done by Laby. Waiting for that coil to fly in. 2 coils now used by the DK to not too much effect. And Laby is, unsurprisingly, expanding here once more. He loves playing expos, as we've now seen plenty of times. And this is the downside of playing Tedfiend build. You are very weak in the early game. There is not really much you can do at the start of the game. The first unit, the first Fiend, is only coming out now. Later on tier 3, this build will get strong, but we're certainly not there yet. Oh, the Ziggurat was destroyed, I think, by the creeps. A little mistake. DK wants to get some experience here. Finally, he's going to kill 1 ghoul, but still far away from level 2. DK now also out of Rut of Necromancy. Might be able to get a second ghoul kill here at least. And indeed, the Ziggurat is delayed for quite a while. Big last hit here on the Tunneler. Another Ziggurat destroyed. Nova used, though, securing the experience. Death Knight still not very close to that level 2. But I would say, for what little 120 had, he delayed the opponent pretty well. Not too bad. Tier 2 is going to be done in a moment. Then he might go for a Dark Ranger second here to really keep the pressure up on tier 2. Ooh, love the Sentry Ward, by the way. Really good. Perfect item right now when you're defending. Not a fantastic start for the DK. Does not have much at all so far in the way of experience. And without Aura, it's a lot harder to micro properly. But here we got the Dark Ranger. I think I would like to see Laby go for an early Graveyard. Try to go for early Fiends.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh man, those sentries are so good for Laby. Hallelujah. Expansion slowly being supplied. DK has to run home, get some more skellies, but tier 3 is on the way, and this is the strength of the Tedfiend build. While it's weak in the early game, it will get very strong on tier 3. Still an annoying game for the Death Knight, though. No mana anymore. No aura. Still. At least some more skellies. Pretty even game so far, I would say. The question is, can Laby survive when 120 hits tier 3? Laby's own tech has now been started. Fully mining from the expansion. Only now, kind of late, 3 minutes in. Ooh, the Dark Ranger taking a lot of damage here. Lich still has one, almost two more Novas. Oh, and he gets the kill. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Right click from the Lich. The Mantle here helping out big time. Lich one more Nova. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, this camp goes to Laby as well. And now it's clear that Laby has a big lead here. Gloves of Haste. WudaoOC playing very passively here. But he might find a Creepjack over there at his lab. Where boldly Laby is creeping. It's going to cost him 2 ghouls probably. But a big item for the Lich. Oh my god, don't tell me those ghouls get away. Really? Deny also on that ghoul. Big heal potion, quite nice for the Lich. Level 3.5 already. Could easily steal his last hit as well. He's willing to use the bigger heal potion. To keep the pressure up here. To keep making things difficult for the opponent. Lich. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's no coil still. It's going to be another fiend going down. Nice deny on the ghoul with the ritual dagger. When you deny like this with Ritual Dagger, there's no Ghoul Corpse, so that means Dark Ranger wouldn't get a kill if the debuff was applied. Or, excuse me, would get a kill, sort of, but wouldn't get the Skelly. Okay. But the strongest time for Laby is yet to come. For 1-0, I should say, is yet to come. He's tier 3. He's getting the Lich finally. Will pick up the orb. Look at the Death Knight's experience, though. This is incredible. Great early game by Labyrinth, playing around the few things he has, just the Lich and Ghouls, very, very well here. He's a master of the fast expansion, as we're seeing right here. Terrible start. Terrible start for 1-0. This is the downside, like I said. Downside of playing Ted Fiend build. Laby now on the way to tier 3 himself. Does have the double crypt. Trying to ramp up Fiend production. Dude, it's 9 minutes. DK's only gonna get level 2 now. This is outrageous. And the items for 1-0 aren't really good either. He's got 1 ring of protection and an invuln. And that's it. Laby upgrading some towers already. He knows there's a push coming. But this has been a great, fantastic early game for Laby. Pumping out the Fiends. Should start production here also at the Expo. 1-0 might just counter expand here. This is perhaps the better bet. Lich level 4, great to have. Claws of attack, also quite nice. I wonder if Laby's gonna go Crypt Lord here. That could make sense. When the armies are that big, you know, AoE, Impale. Can make a big difference. 2 heroes for 1-0. It's not very impressive. And he is now going to try to expand. Takes 2 minutes for the Haunted Gold Mine to finish, roughly.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Laby now creeping up a little bit himself. Gonna be 1-1 upgraded Fiends here in a moment. That's quite nice. I like also that he keeps creeping with the Lich. Every little step now towards level 5 is super valuable. Level 5 Lich is extremely powerful. But good movement by 1-0. He's intercepting the creep. And right now, 1-0 is way stronger. out on the map. He's got the triple hero. He's got the Orb of Corruption. Things that Laby does not have yet. Laby might be wise here to back away. Oh, but he's feeling frisky. Waiting for Destroyer form and Frenzy. No third hero yet for Laby. Doesn't look like it's going to be a Crypt Lord. The big item is going to go to 1-2-0. Laby's going to give it up finally. It's a lot of ghouls coming out though. Strengthened by a heal scroll, they will be quite powerful. Off to the tavern we go, and then I guess it will be Dark Ranger time after all. There she is. Alright, Laby. You would love to win the game right here, right now. Scouting with the ghoul, sees the expansion, destroyers morphing, and this is the big power spike. This is the big power spike for Laby. Only thing he doesn't have is level 2 coil, but other than that, he's looking strong. Lots of 1-1 fiends and also frenzy ghouls in the mix. 1-0. If you can hold here, he might have the lead. Laby's up in supply, but not perhaps by that much. Dark Ranger level 3 is quite good here. It's a lot of units. It's a lot of damage from Laby's army. Web comes in. Destroyers being webbed to the ground, going down quickly. Of course, Dispel is there against the Dark Ranger skeletons. And what is there? Has the way stronger coil here. Oh, Destroyers now being webbed in the middle of the Fiend army. They should be going down pretty fast. Nova on the DK on Laby. But Death Knight survives. Coil comes in. Destroyers, though, getting picked apart one by one pretty quickly. Lich level 4.5. Look out for the Lich level 5. That's going to be gigantic. But now, all the Destroyers are gone. Once more, the Dark Ranger is going to be really good. And 1-0 might be winning this fight. Oh, big Nova, though. That's a double kill on the Fiends. That's level 2 for the Dark Ranger. Now also there's Black Arrow on the other side. Laby's Death Knight, however, very hurt. No mining anymore. Lots of gold being lost here in comparison between the two. Nova on the DK. Laby pulled back the Death Knight just in time. But the statues here, the statues are huge. Absolutely huge. Nice surround. Traps the Lich right there between the skeletons. And Laby is close to losing crucial units. The Lich first and foremost. 1-0 may have done it. He may have just done it. Laby's reinforcements coming in now. They're seeming kind of late. Oh, Lich, if he gets Nova'd here, he would go down. That would be the end. Maybe he should eat something with his own Lich here, 1-0. There we go. Eats a Skelly. Got a Nova again. Next kill. And 1-0 does push back the Invader. And the supply is almost dead even again. 1-0 here, I would say, with a superior micro. Maybe also with a better choice of leaving some statues on the ground. Oh, and 1-0 would love to get some more kills. But Laby has to back off here. Laby can't fight right now. He's too low HP. Laby risking more of his army here. 1-0 though, still losing gold. I'm not mining fully from the expo. Laby's rebuilding fast. Trying to go for another big destroyer chain morph. Might be worth it to invest the destroyer morph here for this creep camp, for the big item. 1-0 is the one to get it. Book of the Dead, very unlucky. That is by far the worst item he could have found here against the destroyers. A lot of statues on the ground for Laby. When's he gonna decide to morph them is the question. Still no full mining here for 1-2-0. I'm surprised 1-2-0 is able to keep the game this even in supply. But there's still a big X factor for Laby, and that's the Lich. Lich level 5 is insanely good against Fiends. Just insanely good in general, I guess, is the right way to say that. Not much left here at this creep camp. Double mana potion. If 1-0 holds one more time, this game might be his. But then again, we gotta keep the Lich level 5 in mind, which Laby is not too far away from. No invulns on Laby is a bit scary. Heroes could certainly be in danger here. I really hope he leaves one statue on the ground. One statue for healing is so big. Oh, Lich in trouble right away. Laby's Lich taking a lot of damage here. Again, there's no invuln, so that's a cause for concern. Mana potion and the next coil. Coil on cooldown now. Statue's a bit out of position. That one gets taken out. No more healing there. Looks like there's 0 statues left at the moment. That goes for both. Oh, by 1-0. Oh, that's Lich level 5. Ooh, that's a big level up. As we know. 1-1 upgrades against 1-1 upgrades, by the way. Book of the Dead. Oh, huge Book of the Dead. There's no statues. Laby didn't remake statues. Where are the reinforcements? Oh, big macro mistake by Laby. Making only fiends and not statues for the reinforce is a big, big mistake. 500 gold on Laby. Made them way too late. Oh, Laby. What a huge mistake. You always have to have backup statues. Always. That's kind of a novice undead mistake. That's never supposed to happen. If there was just one statue there, he probably wins this fight. 1-0, looking for the W right here, right now. Book of the Dead is returning to the fight. Oh, and the Lich is surrounded! And the Lich might just be dead. There's a coil to try to save him. Heal potion pass. Death Knight in trouble. Lich as well. Heal pot is in. TP is out. And the Lich goes down. Dark Ranger makes it to level 5. And that might be the end of the game. Yep, it is. Laby taps out. Doesn't try here anymore. 1-0. After a terrible, terrible early game. Claws his way back. Well done. And Laby really leaving something on the table here. There was more possible. This game was looking so good for Laby. The micro, unfortunately, once again, a little bit lacking at times. But the main problem was he wasn't reinforcing well enough. The first time he attacked, he morphed all the destroyers. Every time you morph all of your destroyers, you have to make new statues right away. He made that mistake in the first fight and in the second big fight. Was there a third fight even? I'm not sure. A little disappointing by Laby, but here it is. 1-0. Takes map number 1. Now only one map away from the top 16. And map 2 is coming up shortly. Springtime will be our map once again. Around 1 minute, and then we're ready to join. Springtime, of course, we know there's always this cheeky middle expo possibility. We've seen some undeads trying to utilize that against Night Elf. Can you do that in the Undead Mirror, though? Doesn't seem likely. But you might just be able to go to your natural. Natural also very creepable. If you creep that with 4 ghouls, seems like a manageable spot. All right, can we join the game already? Not just yet. Okay. Mr. Remo, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Of course, 1-0 would love to avoid the lower bracket. Doesn't want to face FoCuS again. Because very likely FoCuS will be winning his match against WudaoOC. Would be a big surprise if that was not to occur. Okay, so let's go. Map number 2. Could be the last map for 1-0 today. If he is victorious here now. Would make it a short day in the office for the Chinese undead. Differing builds once again. I think that's the reason, by the way, why Laby is playing Fast Expo. Because he knows he can punish a weak early game Tet Fiend build. But 1-0 doesn't seem dissuaded. He's going for the Tet Fiend build still again. With an early altar and a late crypt. So it is Lich first once again. This is, of course, Laby's go-to. And I would say then an expansion seems rather likely. Expo in the middle would be very, very bold. Expo at the natural seems more probable. Ah, there we go. Now we got the overlay back. Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, wait a minute though. On second thought, looks like there's going to be no expansion play here. No Sacrificial Skull, no additional Acolyte. Laby is going to play aggressive, perhaps, into the enemy main base. Might try to kill some Acolytes here. 1-0 making one more Acolyte for safety already. But the narrow up front is exactly designed for this purpose. To slow down the attack, to keep the Lich pinned. Nova once more to secure the last hit. But no level 2 yet on either side. And I think that's good news for 1-0. If the Lich stays low level, that's great for him. 1-0 will have to wait a little bit until he can properly creep anyways. Since he has so few units as it is. Only now going for the second Ziggurat. Ooh, almost a last hit chance, but the Lich gets that one as well. And of course this early, when the Lich has way more ghouls than there are fiends, then this is where the Lich is supposed to be doing better. But once we get like 3 fiends, 4 fiends, and a second hero, and a statue, all of a sudden, 1-0 will be looking stronger. Nova surrounding the Fiend here. Could be big. Which has a lot of mana to work with. And again, 1-0's army is still very weak.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh. Coil on a Skelly even. Oh, that Fiend though. Almost surrounded. Ooh, super close. Almost had it. No kills so far. Oh, the score is wrong. Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry. Of course, 1-0 has the lead here. After a strong comeback on the first map. Going on. 1-0 is again going to be suffering from a lower level DK. Delaying the Lich also a long time. Only now coming. So he went for Tech, Slaughterhouse, Ziggurat into Lich. I feel like there should be some more Novas being used. When you have full mana, just throw those suckers out. Could have done a lot of damage to those Fiends. This game I feel like Laby is not looking as convincing as on the first map. Oh, 1-0. Even looking for a creep jack up here. Okay. But the Lich is ready to get involved. That might even kind of hurt right now. This might be 2 ghouls going down. Ah, the coil a bit too late. Mistake there by Laby. Should have saved that one. 2 ghouls lost though. Not the end of the world. He gets level 2 on the DK. That's big. Big heal potion also quite nice. And 1-0 maybe got a bit over eager here. But if he gets away with all Fiends alive, that's actually great for him. I think that one must go down, though. Statue heal is... no way. No way. Ooh. Coil. Oh, he almost had the coil. And there's 2 Fiends going down. Ooh. 1-0 getting punished heavily. It looked good for a while, but not having the aura, being so low on the Fiends, really bites him in the ass in the end. Labyrinth being gifted a lead in this game. 2 Fiend kills like that in the mid game are huge. At last, level 2 for the DK. Good item for the Dark Ranger here, the Quel'Thala's boots. But Laby has way more experience. One to 0 has a mountain to climb. Oh, he's going Crypt Lord third this time. That's pretty cool. Nova Impale are extremely good against ghouls. Big item also for 1 to 0. Loop accuracy, alright. You don't mind that. Oh, creep jag. We got the Lich here ready for the steal, but 1-0 secures it with his own Coil Nova. Ring of Protection, actually pretty good, either for DK or Cryptlord. And Cryptlord Impales can be a thing of beauty if you place them well. And hard to perfectly counter on the other side. Splitting your ghouls on the approach, not easy. In fact, something that almost nobody does. One of those items here are okay. Periapt and Ring, but really he wants damage for the Lich. Okay, now we're gonna have the big fight for the red camp. Magnetor Reaver is still here. It's a lot about positioning. Getting the right spells in the right place when the fight begins. Oh, level 3 Lich. That's big. 1-0 trying to bait his time. Big item is still here. Laby with a bit of a supply lead. Here's the Nova on the Fiend. 1-0 falling back using the Impale as a disengage. One Fiend does go down though. Skelly is raised. Ghouls will be going down of course here pretty quickly, but that level 2 Nova is a big help. 1-0 so far getting owned in this fight. Next Nova could be the next kill on this Fiend right here. And there it is. Laby playing his level advantage very well. Might be getting close to the equalizer here. That Fiend kill though is DK3. That is gigantic. And now all the ghouls are gone. Now it's about Fiend Destroyer. Mana also running pretty low. Oh, web catches the Destroyer again. That should be an easy kill here. 1-0 gonna lose another 5 supply unit down to only 41. Or 44, I should say. Wand of Negation. What? That might have been a misclick. I'm a big fan of Wand of Negation against Wyvern, but in Undead Mirror, when you have Destroyers, not so much.
A player's forces are under attack.
They're trying to get the red camp as Laby was on the other side. He got... what did he get? I'm not sure, he sold it. So it might have been the DK aura. Big item goes to 1-0. That's a good one, Medallion of Courage. With the Creep Jack, he will have to TP away from. Got a bit of experience here. Oh, but the statue also gonna get caught. 1-0 with a lot of losses this game. Again and again, losing more and more units. And his levels are just kind of poor. Trying to get Crypto level 3. Oh, and Laby is expanding in the center. Ballsy play, but I think he can get away with it here. It's gonna be the next Fiend dead. With the Nova, easy peasy. Looks a lot like Laby's gonna tie this up. Very tough game for 1-0 now. It all started with the Creep Jack here. Over eager with a level 1 DK, losing 2 Fiends. Oh, Laby comes in with the flank. He had the scout from the Skelly. Well done. Coil too late. Destroyer too late. Looks like everything for 1-0 is just a bit too late this game. Should be easy cleanup now for Laby. Impale on the heroes. Gonna take out 1 destroyer, but Laby just has way more. He simply got way more. Big coil there as well. Saving that fiend. This one goes down. Could be a big impale here. There we go. That one was pretty good. Oh, but the Nova in response is better. Level 4 Lich. Really good. +4 intelligence, baby. And look at those level 2 black minions now. The Dark Ranger. Doing wonderful right here. The potion on the Lich. Has to back away. And now Laby has his Haunted up. Got a statue still. Can recover. Good items as well. Really nice. Heal pot, mana pot, invuln as well. Not too many acolytes in here though. Supply is very even. Does 1-0 really have a chance to bring this one back? He's been losing basically the whole game. Since that creep jack. Trying to get in one more creep camp, but Laby might again be on his heels. Oh, Laby doesn't quite punish him this time. But in general, lots of strong punishes by Laby this game. And that's another statue getting caught. That's another statue getting caught. So many units. One by one, again and again being lost by 1-0. This is just too much. He's hemorrhaging units all the time. This is something you can't recover from after a bad start. On map 1, 1-0 came back from the terrible start. But here in map 2, Laby seems to have everything now under control. Would love to see a shop here for safety. Zero would have to land some insane impales. Like impales on all of the fiends. Every single one. To win this game, I think. $63 versus 55. And more gold streaming in for Laby. Okay, off we go. Impale on the heroes. Didn't do that much. DK shrugs off the damage. Oh, man, those Novas. Man, those Novas, baby. Silence gonna be dispelled, though. We need to get some better impales. Impale only on the Lich. That's not gonna do it. I can't imagine that that's gonna do it. Fiends in the back. Super hurt. Alright, that Impale was better. Hit 2 Fiends and 2 heroes. Nova now coming in as well. Supply-wise, Laby with a huge lead here. Production, of course, favoring him a lot. Cripple has 1 Impale left. That's gonna be it then. On the field though right now, 1-0 isn't looking too bad. Nova's being exchanged, finding more kills. Cripple has 1 Impale. Oh, going for the Invo Potion to be on the safe side. DK being kept in the back. It's actually a very even fight here. Supply-wise still a big lead for Laby, but on the ground, it's a close one. Oh, trying to go for the kill with the Impale. But of course, there's the coil. And the Lich goes down on the other side. That is the end. GG is called. And Laby takes map 2. Tying things up. Playing this well. Not with an expansion. But rather playing at one base with Lich Ghoul into Fiends. Well done by Laby, but also definitely a big mistake by 120. Applying pressure early, that's all fine, but I don't think you can try to go for that big creep jack against the enemy DK when you don't have aura. Should have just been creeping. Should have looked for a safer tier 2 stage. But 120 there getting a little ahead of himself. And getting swiftly punished for it. Alright, third map decider. This is going to be 120's choice. I would imagine that he would want to play on the worst expansion maps possible, so no Echo Isles, no Tidehunters, I guess. The map pool for us in this tournament is Amazonia, Autumn Leaves, Concealed Hill, Echo Isles, Hammerfall, Springtime, Tidehunters, Turtle Rock, and Twisted. I think we had Lost Temple last time, right? No? Wait. Didn't we have Lost Temple at some point? No, we didn't. Huh. There's no Northern Isles in this pool, which was normally a staple for the longest time and basically in every tournament. But yeah, not in this pool. I don't mind it. I feel like we've seen Northern Isles a ton. I would still love to see some of the newest maps. Shallow Grave, Shattered Exile, Ruins of Ashara. Ruins of Ashara, that's the map that we should be playing way more of. Such an interesting map. Quite different from many others that we've had so far. Is the Bet Boom tournament already confirmed for 2025? Not to my knowledge. The Bet Boom tournaments were at least once organized and announced very short notice. Like all of a sudden there was this tournament happening in Dubai, and we only started hearing about it 2 weeks before, which was kind of wild. So it might be an indicator that that news might come at us suddenly. I would love to see another Bet Boom tournament, of course, where Happy and 40 had those epic encounters. Part of 40's insanely successful year in 2024 when he won over $120,000 prize money. Wait, I don't think it was over. I think it was slightly under. Right? It was almost 120,000. Let me double check that. On Wikipedia, you can type in earnings, and then you get to the earnings page. Always kind of interesting to see where the money has gone. And this is what I'm trying to see. 2024 was, Fortitude. $119,786. Wild. The second highest amount of prize money won by a player in a single year. Ever. The second highest. Only ever higher was Moon in 2007. Which was really, really insane. $185,000 in 2009. That was crazy. Todd was number 2, actually. 2007. Pretty sick. Lynn Remind Creolophus. Was that the year he won WCG? Oh yeah, that was a crazy year for Warcraft. So much happened. 2005, 6, 7 were probably the highlight years for Warcraft in terms of viewership, I think. Back then it was a way different game. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, I only arrived later in the scene. Like, I started watching in 2007, I think. Started watching in 2007. 2008, I think I started to notice, like, game sports. And then 2009, I applied to become a caster at ESL Radio. Long time ago, boys. Long time ago. Alright, we're getting ready for map number 3. Turtle Rock will be our third map. And that is certainly not a map for fast expanding. Unless Laby wants to get really, really cheeky, but that does not seem to be recommended on this map. Yeah, I saw your message, AMA credit. I'm gonna answer it, don't worry. Alrighty. 1 minute, and then it's time for the map 3 decider. Who is gonna take first place in the group? Getting first place in the group is pretty important, as you guys may know. First place is gonna be getting into the upper bracket. Second place lands in the lower bracket. So it's gonna be a way worse position right away. So far, our upper bracket players are Moon, Kaho, and Life. Oh man, the Night Elves are having a field day so far. It really seems like the tide has turned for the Elves. Just 1 month ago, they were still saying that they were all suffering, all struggling. It was so terrible. But many Night Elves have risen to the occasion, colorful among them. I was about to mention Moon, but Moon not really. Moon still we haven't see play his best in a long time, to be honest. But Life, man, Life is looking amazing. I am very excited to see where Life is going to go. I think the grand final is going to be Happy versus Life. I think that's where we're going in season 16. Okay. Is the game ready now? Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Here we are. It's decision time on map 3 in the upper bracket. Who's going to take first place and move into the top 16 in the upper bracket in the playoffs? And who's going to be thrown down into the lower bracket to fight another day? WudaoOC and FoCuS are waiting in the lower bracket. DK and Lich, I guess, will be the heroes of choice once more. Laby played that game pretty well, right? Laby normally known for being his best when he can expand, but Map 2. He was able to bring home with a good early game, getting some crucial kills, taking the lead, and never giving the lead away. 1-0, to be honest, also made a lot of small mistakes. Especially all those units he was losing over and over. Rally point overlooked. Reaction not fast enough. It would be a wild attempt if Laby tries to expand here. It should be indeed impossible on this map. Oh, nice Acolyte pull. Quite annoying. Slows down the creep by quite a while. Oh, DK. Would love to steal something here with the coil. Oh, and he gets the Skelly. Early down the mirror, that's actually important. Who gets the skellies, who gets the corpses?
A player's forces are under attack.
One to 0. Doesn't get the skellies this time. Oh! Oh! Loses a goal to the creeps. Ooh, big mistake. Big mistake by Laby. A little bit sloppy. Great start for 1-0 so far. He's taking up already. Man, this Acolyte pull worked out extremely well. Didn't get the last hit though. It was very close. Oh, playing around the last hit here, but the ghoul damage is enough to get it. Nova on the skellies. Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tech for 1-0 is a lot faster. We'll see if it's going to be Dark Ranger or Lich second in this game. Looks like a great start for 1-0. Slowing down the Lich's creeping so much. Gets a coil steal right there. Delaying level 2 a little bit. Where's the Acolyte? Ah, there it is. Naga second. Oh, okay. A 1-0 special. Does not put his faith in the Crypt Lord anymore. Why doesn't Laby just go harass 1-0's Acolytes? I mean, 1-0 was right next to Laby for the longest time. That Acolyte harass only really works out at the very start of the game, when the Fiend player doesn't have many Fiends yet, or when it comes undetected. But if he sees it coming, then it's not gonna do anything. Oh, this is old Turtle Rock with the Watcher Ward. I hate that Watcher Ward. I hate it. It's so stupid. It's gonna be here forever. Nothing you can do about it. But while the Watcher Ward is good, Laby's items are not. Double Ring of Protection, not good for this hero. DK needs that level 2 sooner rather than later, and soon indeed he will have it. 1-0 only on 2 Fiends for the longest time here. Not the most comfortable, but soon he's gonna get higher. With more cigarettes finishing and more Fiends coming. Lots of skellies though, so creeping for 1-0 here isn't too hard. Oh, Nova! Oh, huge last hit! Laby gets it with the Lich. He's got quite a lot of experience. Way more XP than the DK. Over here, 1 ghoul going down from the creeps. So that's 2 ghouls killed by the creeps so far. The turtles on their rock are looking for vengeance. The game slows down a little bit. We're creeping up more, especially 1-0 needs better levels. He needs level 3 DK very, very badly. But Laby's gonna get the second shop, and it's always great on Turtle Rock to have both shops, who have all that vision. Another ring, maybe? Ha! It is another ring! Wow! Triple ring, bro. That is very unlucky. It is at least more gold, though. Thank you, AMA Credit, gifting us up to GayCat13. Many thanks for the continued support. Ruined Bracers. Wow, that's a sick item for the Naga. That is so good for the Naga. Of course, sheep can't be coiled, so she will very often be the focus target from Coil Nova.
Player's forces are under attack.
And Red Cap is next. Helm of Valor is okay. Not amazing. Slow and steady, Laby's creeping up his DK here. Gets level 3 finally. Got the Dark Ranger. Doesn't have much damage, item-wise. It's just Fiend Destroyer here. Nobody's trying to go to Banshees in this series, apparently. Naga leading the charge. She is in fact protected well with these items. Oh, Fog Lightning steals the kill. Nice one. I don't know what the item was. Oh, over the Magi. That is great for the Lich. DK for Laby. In trouble here as well. Heal potion going to be necessary. Going to commit it right there. Ghouls going down very quickly though. But the Fiend count is good for 1-0. The Fiend count is looking very good. Still 3 Fiends on the ground. Laby here all of a sudden seems to be finding himself in a very different game compared to the last map, which looked so good. Needs to get another Fiend kill here with the Nova. Oh, what? What was that, Nova? Nova on the Naga. Oh, yeah, that was definitely the wrong target. One more Fiend goes down, but that's all of the mana for Laby. He's going to have to get away here very soon. The Lich. Ooh, the Invo Potion on the Lich is soon over, but he passes the TP. With that, he gets away, and the Dark Ranger will make it out also. But that is clearly a big lead for 1-0. Got a ton of kills here. Close to level 4 Naga already. Close to level 4 DK. If he gets the red camp, he's going to have a huge, huge advantage. Laby probably has to contest the red camp, whether he wants it or not.
Less than 3.
Def X25 with the resub. Maybe Laby was greatly surprised by this creepjack down here because he had the sentry ward to spot, but that didn't see the undead coming from the other angle. Such a big lead here with 1-2-0. Nova on the Fiends, but there should be a coil. Ooh, just in time. The Dark Ranger so far hasn't looked too convincing. She needs level 2. She needs Black Arrow. Now she's got it, but instantly she dies. This Naga has been working out really well. About to get the level 4 as well. Looking for the Lich kill. Ooh, the coil is just in time. That's Naga 4. And that level 2 Cold Arrow, let me tell you, is really crazy slow. Look at that slow. Look at that slow, baby. This has for a long time been a 1-0 special. The Naga second. Perhaps something that Laby wasn't really considering for this game. Right now it looks a lot as if 1-0 is going to take first place in this group. That cold arrow. Look at that cold arrow, baby. He's getting some kills of his own, but where's the Dark Ranger? This is where you want to have Dark Ranger. You want to have the Skellies being raised. The statue is not even moving. Laby almost 20 supply down. Looks like he is now destined to go to the lower bracket. The Lich goes down as well. A Nova and a right click and that's it. The first hero falls and that is the end of the game for Laby. Not yet the end of the road. He will of course have another chance in the lower bracket where he will face an Orc next. And the question is, which Orc is it gonna be? WudaoOC or FoCuS? One of the two will be the opponent. Of course, FoCuS is gonna be the big favorite here. Has faced WudaoOC 4 times in the past. In IFANG Cup 142, WudaoOC defeated him 1 time. I think we never casted the IFANG Cup, right? Phoenix Media. Oh my god, look at that map pool. Amazonia, Ancient Isles, Old Echo Isles, Old Turtle Rock. Ugh. God awful map pool. Who won the last IFANG Cup? Cini. Cini, FoCuS, Foggy, Alice. There's even VODs of this. Sick. Dude, there's so much info on Wikipedia. So sick. Look how weird Echo Isles looked back then. With the unevenness, the asymmetry. There were lots of IFANG Cups. And I think we didn't cast a single one of them. We were always casting something else. Amazonia still exists? Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, it does still exist. Also, in this tournament, have we seen AZ a single time so far? I can't really recall a time where we did see it. But in the night of games that are to come, we might see plenty of it still in the coming days. Okay, well then. 1-0 is through. He takes first place in the group. Not a huge surprise there. And WudaoOC versus FoCuS will be our next game. Laby then waiting in the last match of the day. Coming right up. I gotta go to the restroom real quick. Just 1 minute. Be right back.
Guten Tag, my German friend.
Okay. So. We're gonna have to wait a little bit until our next game is ready. And you know what? How about we check out, in the meantime, a video from Funny Warcraft 3. This is a YouTube channel you guys might be quite familiar with. Keeps making interesting, like, educational videos with, like, niche interactions. This video is from 4 days ago, I think. Let's take a look what we got here today. Epic music. Okay, we got a knight with a staff. I don't get it. Is this the order of... this is the order of what you get staffed to. I see. Wait. So, when you only have these buildings left, you can't staff anymore. No structures are available to teleport the target to. That's interesting. Kind of. So shop, lumber mill, like these 5 buildings you cannot staff to. That's weird. Okay. We're trying the same thing with grunts. So you can staff to a pocket factory, which is also kind of wild. And again, these 2 buildings don't work. Wait, does that mean that when you have a pocket factory up, you cannot lose the game, right? Is what that should mean. Okay, main base, main base. Haunted. Crypt. Yep. So it's the same thing again. So shop and the lumber building. So it's always been the shop and the lumber building so far that you cannot staff to. But also the farm in the case of humans. And like the high-tech building. Chim Roost and the Boneyard. Okay. Oh, yeah, there it is. So... So this is the buildings that you cannot staff to. Okay, what next? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Job's done.
5.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Okay.
Job's done.
Alright. Staff. Staff. Uh-huh. 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 We're learning something, boys. Yo, we, by the way, had a resub. Hungry one with the resub. Thank you.
What do you want?
Okay, what is this? Windwalk?
How can I help?
Uh-huh.
What do you want?
Wait, what? What was the point of that? What? Okay. They're magic immune, but they can still be slowed. Yeah. Getting slowed. Okay.
For Cosmodon!
Cosmodon!
Forces are under attack.
Aura doesn't work when you're invis. Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
You brought me back.
Anti-magic shell. Okay. Okay. No critters, no magic immune units. Dude, by the way, the Pitlord ult, the Doomguard, is so shit in direct strike. Just saying.
Proceed. The spirits. Give us a card. Do you see something?
Okay, so you can apply AMS first, and then go magic immune. Okay. The ghouls don't take thorns damage when they have AMS. I didn't know that. Wait, what is he saying here? No damage from Sober? Okay, but Doom does work. Okay. Yeah. Okay, AMS stays applied when you're magic immune. Got it.
For my people.
Yep. Lots of AMS. Okay, cool.
I am vigilant.
Critical.
My bow is ready.
Yeah.
Trust
Wait,
in
what?
my command. Direct my hatred.
Wait, what? What? When they're hitting the grunts without orb, they take no damage. What the fuck is this? So they're crippled. Now they hit the grunts. Ah, wait. Ah, yeah, it's minus 26 damage. It's minus 100% damage. Why is it minus 100%? Okay. Why is it? Okay, that was confusing. Yeah, I mean,
Trust in my command.
minus 26 damage.
Direct my hatred.
Okay, and then the orb does damage. Alright. Okay. So, orb attacks do damage. AMS. I mean, Shadow Strike doesn't damage. Acid Bomb doesn't damage.
Is it time? Why have I been
Mana Shield AMS. Oh!
Yes.
Now.
I will not be trifled with.
Okay, the one
What must I
took
do?
mana damage, the other one didn't.
Time is short.
Spell Shield. Bonk. Yeah, I knew this already. Orb of Venom does not get blocked. But Dryad Orb does get blocked. Or Dryad Poison does get blocked. And Wyvern Poison. Yeah. We knew that already. And A-Bomb also gets blocked. Okay.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, so these things all remove AMS. Hippo Rider stuff. Okay. Possession, Charm, and Control Magic all remove AMS. Okay, good to know. Oh. Kodo eat. Kodo die. Ah, no. Oh, it actually gets digested slower with AMS. Ah, the ghoul is still here. Lol. Little burp concert. Nice. Nice. All right. I think we learned something, didn't we? Yeah. AMS takes no damage from Kodo. Crazy, boys. Crazy. Well, well, well. There we have it. When is the next game? It should be starting kind of soon. I can show you what's happening on BBC stream. Hold on. He is trying to catch some chips with his mouth right now. Classic. It's a classic move. In his pajamas. He looks very skilled. Looks very skilled. I love how Magic Yang, he is like dressed up nice. He's wearing a button-down shirt. And BBC over here in his PJs. Nice. This reminds me of the koala competition at Raraland. That's true. This is basically the same as the koala competition. You know, I mean, we all know that they like to take some longer breaks at the B Cup, but this is starting to be a very long break now. So, WudaoOC versus FoCuS is coming up next. But when exactly, baby? When exactly? They're not playing on War 3 Champions, are they? I doubt it. Nope. Not playing on War 3 Champions. Are they in the lobby? Think so. I think they are. Okay, what's Shin Kong up to? Oh, he's just streaming himself. Okay. 40 isn't even streaming today. All right, but looks like we're about to start here. 2 minutes. And then our next map will begin. Tomorrow, of course, we're going to be back with the next group in the B Cup. Tomorrow is going to be Group E, right? Yeah. Tomorrow, Group E. Looking forward to this one. To be honest, we're expecting Happy to win this very clearly. Anything other than the 2-0-2-0 would be a big surprise for all of us. But looking forward to see Cash again. Cash, who has been off-racing quite a bit as human, as far as I know. Capable of playing multiple races. We'll see what he's going to be choosing tomorrow. He and Sini and Iceorg are probably going to play for second place in the group. I would say, are these three in recent B Cups, the player who has done the best was Sini. He was even able to make it into a top 6 finish once. If we go to B Cup, can we see that kind of clearly somewhere? No. In the old B Cup also, Sini was doing really good. Before B Cup 10, when they were still playing on the old patch 1.27, there it was just Night Elves dominating all the time. I was looking at something else. Last time, by the way, the grand final was already Happy versus Life. I could certainly see that again. As I said, this is my expected grand final for B Cup 16. I think Life is better than ever at the moment. Oh yeah, and there it was. There it was, Season 14. I was talking about Blade earlier. Season 14, Blade actually made a top 4. Pretty damn strong finish, I gotta say. Alrighty. Just looking up a couple of results from recent B Cups. But I think we should have our next game ready here in a moment. Dude, I didn't know where that sound came from there. For a moment. I was that almost scared me. Nuhiro Masuda, the legend, with the resub. Thank you very much. Sometimes that text-to-speech voice comes out of nowhere and I don't remember anymore. That's why I don't watch horror movies. All right. Wait, what? Wait, the first map is already over? Are you kidding me? What? Did they for once start early and not have a long break while we were watching the video? Ah, shit. Yeah, shit, boys. We missed the first map of FoCuS versus WudaoOC. Unsurprisingly, it was a win for FoCuS, though. Okay. Well, sorry about that. We're gonna join into map number 2, though. Here in just a minute. Gumba is up. Map 2 is ready. All right, here we go. Lower bracket match now. We kind of missed the first map, which was over really damn quick, surprisingly. FoCuS taking the 1-0 lead, as is expected. WudaoOC here in the bottom left, FoCuS in the top right. Wait, hold on. No, I think it's the other way around, right? Oh yeah, FoCuS is in the blue, actually. Hold on. My bad. FoCuS is in the blue. Important to get this right. FoCuS in the blue, WudaoOC in the red. Are they both playing FoCuS here? There's no barracks. What is going on here? Early shop. Okay, that should be a Blade Master then, I guess. Yep, Blade Master here. But FoCuS is playing FoCuS. Okay. Farseer fast tech? Probably. I haven't seen FoCuS play Farseer and Augmira in a long time. Augmira these days is all about the Blade Master on the top level. Blade, Shadow, Raider Walker, like we have seen so many times before. Alright, here we go. Farseer harass begins.
A player's forces are under attack.
Late barracks coming up on both sides. Seems like in Augmira you cannot really skip the barracks units fully, but you do want to get a fast tier 2. we're getting a war mill now as well. It's very early for a war mill. An unusual orc mirror here for sure. Not the norm that we're used to. Farseer with delayed grunts by FoCuS. What is this about? One peasant going down in the main base. Or peon, I should say. Not that amazing. Blade Master over here. Don't have too many creeps so far. We don't have too many items so far. And that's probably good news for the Farseer, right? With the Farseer, you love to keep the game on low levels. Farseer is great on level 1. Not so amazing in the late game. Oh, and guess who it is? Firelord showing up early with the lava spawn. Ooh, trying to take out the burrow, and the grunt reaches, and that is enough damage. Oh, he's supply blocked. Oh, we can't get the Shadow Hunter second. Ooh, that's not great for WudaoOC. Chasing after the Farseer, but with the speed scroll, he's running away. He's healing up with the heal salve. Blade Master. It's got boots, by the way. Ooh. This blade has scary items. You might be able to get this kill. What's happening in the meantime here in the main base? Oh, got a surround on the grunt. Got a kill as well on the headhunter back here. Grunt might be able to get out, though. The Farseer dies. I'm not sure if it was denied or not. It must have been, I guess. Blade Master still level 1. It's a bunch of losses here in the main base. Peons getting saved partly, but still, burrow is not up. Second burrow was destroyed earlier. Ooh, and now the lava spawn is starting to split. Not what you want to see. The blade is strong, though. Low on levels, but very strong with items. And now we're getting mass raiders. Double bestiary. The burrow is ready. But the lava spawn are all gonna expire here pretty soon. And at least there's full mining for WudaoOC, but he has literally no units. He's got one Blade Master, and that's it. And now finally a Shadow Hunter joining. Oh, might be able to get the kill here. Speed scroll, heal salve, needs another. Waiting for the ensnare to finish. Blade Master knows that then things get scary. If you're ensnared, you are revealed. And it's going to be a lot of raiders now. Ensnare is done. The raider danger is real. And WudaoOC's experience levels are still very, very low. Laby, of course, is waiting in the next round in the lower bracket. FoCuS versus Laby would be a banger match. Two great Korean players. Looks like they're on a collision course right now. And supply lead FoCuS. He's got the summons here. Every hero still level 1 only. Ensnare. And that is an easy surround on the Shadow. Trying to free him, though. Blade Master trying to help out his buddy. Oh, the Kodo Beast. Could get off some Devours here. Oh, got the Grunt. FoCuS messes up a bit with the Micro. But then again, he's got a lot of Ensnares. He's got a lot of Raiders. And the damage works well also against Kodos. Blade Master getting ensnared and controlled here as well. Oh, saving the Kodo would be so big here. And might be able to do it. Kodo Beast in the back. Hex on the Raider. Kodo is healing. Oh, but the Blade. Oh, but the Blade is dead. And the Raiders are looking for more kills. The Lava Spawn blocking the exit for the Shadow Hunter right here. Sort of. And now it just seems to be kill after kill for FoCuS. This kind of looks like Razorman. Just Raiders and Snare, right click, hero focus. And looks like he's gonna get the next hero with it as well. Boom! There goes the Shadow. And that is the GG. FoCuS wins here in the lower bracket. WudaoOC, we all knew he was gonna have a tough day today. Not really up to the challenge, but we can't blame him in a killer group like this. So FoCuS stays alive in the lower bracket and still has a chance at second in Group D. WudaoOC is out. 1-0 took first place, but who is going to take second place and move on to the top 16 playoffs? Is it going to be Laby or is it going to be FoCuS? That's going to be our last game of the day. We're going to go into one last break for the day. And then when we come back, it's time for the decision. Laby or FoCuS? Who's going to make it? See you in a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got one more game today in the B Cup 16. Group D, Group of Death. We have seen one player already advancing. That was 1-2-0 and one player eliminated. Not 1-2-0. But it was WudaoOC, the Orc, in the lower bracket. We're now in the decider match in the lower bracket. The winner moves on into the playoffs. The loser is eliminated from the tournament. And would you look at that start? Hold on, let me fix the overlay. Here, there we go. Laby! With the Laby special is going for a Dreadlord first. Dreadlord first? You say. That has to be an expansion. Surely. Dreadlord with sleep can be quite good against the Blade Master. Oh, if the timing's right, the Blade Master would love to get this last hit here, but can't quite get it. Does claim that one, though. One little last hit right here. And this might prevent Dreadlord level 2 already. Ooh. Is Laby really going to expand right in his face? That would be quite daring. He's taking a lot of damage from the Dreadlord already. And I wonder, shouldn't he have a Ritual Dagger? It seems like he really should. Oh, misses the last hit. Blade gets it and the item. Big mistake by Laby. That was pretty sloppy. Blade got way more experience than he should. And now the Dreadlord can't heal. Oh, Laby, this is a bad start, bro. This is not the way this is supposed to look. Blade Master might be able to kill him here. He's gonna go through with it. Sleep. To prevent one last hit. Look how hurt he is. Look how hurt he is. Oh my god, the ghouls. Oh, the ghouls are all so low HP as well. Gets level 2 at least. Has to go aura here, I guess, for a little bit of healing. 2 ghouls go down. And a third. Oh my god, this is just a complete disaster. Blade looking for the kill. Hoo-wee. He's almost got it. That's the last reveal, by the way. The dust is going to be gone soon. Blade gets level 2. Heals up a bit more. Blade Master can windwalk in a moment. Oh, he gets the kill, though. No way. He was windwalking already. The fade time gets him. Oh my god. And the best item imaginable, by the way, the Zombie Mask. Oh, the Blade Master also stuck behind the shadow. He's gonna have to go for a Tavern Res, I guess. Blade has a heal salve still in his inventory, so that's pretty good. Can heal up right away. Gonna creep this camp as well. Laby the mad lad, he just keeps creeping. He's so hurt, he don't care.
A player's forces are under attack.
Scouting with an acolyte in the middle of the map. And of course the problem, as always, for Undead is you have no anti-air on tier 1. No guards, no web. Only towers. And towers will surely be needed, because here come the Wyvern. Dreadlord. Trying to heal a bit from the creeps. Oh, Blade Master though. Perfect timing for the steal. I'm not sure who got the ward. Claws +8, by the way, on the Dreadlord. He has to sleep the Shadowhunter if he wants to get away. But the blade might still kill him regardless. Oh, ghouls. Find the surround. The blade, though, frees his friend. And the Dreadlord is still alive. One more ghoul should be going down here. Okay, and the Wyvern are coming. This is still a very hectic, stressful game for Laby. He's gonna have to go for another tower here. Spirit tower coming right up. I can't believe that he played this all, by the way, without Ritual Dagger. Should use one now. Laby a little bit slow here on a couple of details. This Spirit Tower also should have been a lot earlier. Trying to go for the Shadow Hunter surround. Sleep, surround, sort of. And I guess the Shadow Hunter's dead. Prevents the experience though. Hex on the Dreadlord. Kind of neat. It's a lot of ghoul kills though. FoCuS is getting in a ton of kills. Has lost almost nothing. Well, except for the heroes. He did lose 2 heroes. Other than that, though, it was good. No full mining, by the way. The one Acolyte here... almost suiciding to the creeps.
The town is under siege.
Acolyte kills here would be big. This would limit mining a lot. And there we go. Gets one Acolyte. Again, the reaction by Laby seems a bit slow. FoCuS seems to be controlling this game pretty well. Oh, if he kills the Dreadlord here, that would be huge. Sleep to prevent the Hex for now. Dreadlord trying to fall back to the towers. Oh, but he's dead, isn't he? Oh, sleep. On the blade! Ooh, the Dreadlord! Ah, still goes down. Blade Master trying to fight his way out. Oh, and he gets away, just barely. Laby not properly holding the surround. Yeah, I think this one's kind of done, boys. It's just so many units going down, dude. One after the next. Yeah, I think Laby here, he can be commended for having his very own unique special style.
The town is under siege.
But now the altar in trouble as well. Laby's just losing so much, dude. He is hemorrhaging units like crazy. Heal salves nicely, healing everything up again. Tavern Res. Again. Expensive. No second hero. No tier 3 for the undead. 28 supply only. The big power of tier 2 orc is shining through here. Can the towers save Laby somehow? He's got a little bit of mana on the Dreadlord. Level 2 sleep is pretty cheap. But where's the damage? Where is Laby's damage? Well, at the moment the answer is towers. And only towers. Dreadlord. I need that invuln. Trying to go for the sleep surround. Has to kill the Shadow Hunter here. But he can't get him. Dreadlord. Ensnare again. Ensnare again. Too many nets. And that is the GG. FoCuS wins map number 1. Laby. Very, very feisty. Very, very daring. Going for the fast expo play. He was expecting the fast tech into Wyvern. He was right about that. But he did not get ready in time for them. FoCuS takes map 1 in very convincing fashion. Good play here by FoCuS, playing his Blade Master well, the mid-game follow-up well. This was all very competent. Laby, a little bit sloppy. A little bit sloppy in that early game. Gotta be more on point against the Blade Master. Map 2 is coming up shortly. What is the choice going to be? Okay. Springtime. Okay. Springtime we've seen quite a bit of these last few days. Oh, it's the wrong Gamba again. Okay. Oops. Let's do it right this time. There we go. FoCuS on Laby. Is Laby still going to try with the expansion? Or is he going to return to something more normal? Are we going to see some one-base play? How well does Laby do, though? His one-base play, I think, against Orc with the Wyvern, like it's a tricky matchup once you get to 50 supply. When the Wyvern fly in with Hex Heal Wave, with Blade Master as well, the Envenom Spears doing so much damage, and the Bad Riders, of course, against the Gargs. It gets a little hairy. Perhaps that's not the kind of style that Laby wants to play. He feels the most comfortable on 2 bases. He loves to go for the late game. 2 bases, 3 heroes, tier 3, 70 supply, heal scrolls. That's where normally he does his best work. But again, against Orc, that's very difficult to, to get a game going like that. We saw how aggressive Orc can get on tier 2 with Wyvern, against which there's no counter for Undead early, with Hex and Ensnare, which is so good at finding single pickoffs one by one. FoCuS knew exactly how he had to play that first map. And Laby was a little bit on the hopeful side with that strategy. Dreadlord Fast Expo, it's cool. It can be very fun. It can be insane in the late game. If you ever get level 5 or level 6, Dreadlord is incredible. But it takes a long time to get to. All right, in we go for the next map. It could be the last map of the day if FoCuS wins here. B Cup Group D ends on Springtime. But maybe Laby can bring it back. FoCuS looked very convincing there a moment ago. Against 1-0 earlier today, FoCuS had some difficulty. Especially against the Fast Fiend build. FoCuS didn't find the right answer. FoCuS gonna go for a Blade Master fast tech here. Right? Wait. Isn't he? Wait. Ah, he is. Okay. That chop is pretty late, though. He should have made that a little bit earlier. He's going to have to wait at least 5 seconds here.
Is under siege.
The goal for the early game here for Laby will be to creep as fast as he can. Or to expand, but I don't think he's expanding, is he? Nope. Not this time. Okay. Laby's gonna try to play this straight up. One base versus one base against the Blade Wyvern.
Players' forces are under attack.
I'm trying to get the overlay right. There we go. Finally. Blade Master crept the item over here. Gonna go for double circlet as it looks. Heavy gold investment on the Blade Master early on. 400 gold for these circlets. And yeah, got the item back here. Sold it.
A player's forces are under attack.
And trying to slowly inch his way forward to level 2. Has to be careful not to get over aggressive here. If he loses the Blade Master, the game would be looking very bad. Oh, got the ghoul just in time. Nice catch. Slow reaction by Laby. This was certainly a bit of a mistake by the undead. Five ghouls here in the mix. He could try to go for the burrows, but that is unlikely to succeed. Burrows are pretty good against ghouls. Now the blade is almost level 2. Shadowhunter about to come out. We got the double B series. Tier 3 should be next. But now the blade is indeed dropping very low. Ooh, not far away from death. Especially now with coil level 2. Okay, good creeping by the DK in the end. Gets that level 3. Which is what he wants. Well, could use the coil here. I think he should. There's no salves on the blade anymore. Two ghouls up for grabs. And gets one of them. That's level 2. DK didn't know which one to coil. Why didn't he coil this one, though? Ooh, that's... Wait. That's 3 ghouls lost in the early game, right? That's not great. I guess the positive thing here is that you don't really need ghouls against Wyvern, but still. Not Rand. Big invo potion here. Pretty nice as well. Oh, and Laby now doing something very, very unusual. Trying to tier 2 expand against FoCuS. Nobody does this. No undead in their right mind would try to do this. But Laby here might have the big surprise that FoCuS is not thinking of. Next big item. Ooh, Boots of Quel'Thalas. Hell yeah. Plus 10 agi on the blade is absolutely phenomenal. There's no reinforced defenses, by the way. These burrows are definitely vulnerable. FoCuS though, does he have the read? Oh, he has the read. FoCuS has the read somehow. He sees this play coming that nobody normally goes for. Great game sense by FoCuS. Huge, huge play. That buys him so much time against a possible expo. And it catapults him forward so far in the game. He has reached tier 3. Laby is stuck on tier 2. Only going tier 3 now. Big risk with that gamble expo. And Laby just leaves. I mean, it is kind of warranted. After the expo cancelled there's not much hope anymore. Could have perhaps tried to play it out, tried to win a fight late game, but Laby feels like it is hopeless, and he does. GG out. 2-0 for FoCuS. The Orc makes it through, and we will see him again in the top 16. All right. Lots of short games in our B Cup today, to be honest. That was over quicker than I thought it would be. No other show matches today. Only the B Cup today. I was hoping for these games to be a little bit more epic, but it is what it is. Labyrinth out of the tournament. And FoCuS makes it through, along with 1-0. Tomorrow, we are going to be back with Happy, Cash, Sini, and Ice Orc. In this group, of course, Happy is the big favorite. Question is, who's going to get second place in this group? Might be a tough contest, should be a tough contest between the remaining 3 players. Right there. All right. That's it for me today. I'm going to be back the day after tomorrow. This is going to be on Thursday. Thursday, when we're going to have Group F with Elegant, Chic, Starbuck, and Sonic. That could be quite the cool group. Looking forward to it. All right, guys. I wish you a wonderful Tuesday. I'll see you on Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye.